received this as a gift. You know, they said that they noticed how much I've been trying, putting in the effort, and just working and doing different things, and they wanted to show their appreciation. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Naja here with Budgeting the Bacon, and today is me stuffing my CEK and my Cosmetic Surgery binder. If you have not gotten caught up on the other video that I did like a few weeks ago, definitely go ahead and check that video out. I'll try to link it up here in the eye in the sky. I also do kind of like a story time with this as well, so just, you know, a way for you to get to know me just a little bit better by some of the things, the stories that I say. Let's go ahead and get into it. So if you happen to see my IG post, I said that I was going to be doing this video and that it was going to be a story time about how I quit my teaching job, and then also I talked about how my son made it to state, and I'm going to tell you guys how that occurred and happened. All right.
Hey guys, it's future me here editing the video, and I realized after I recorded yesterday that I did not do the story time about the job and the situation that was going on with that. So I will have to get you guys caught up on another time with that, but please do enjoy the rest of the story time and some of the things that have gone on recently. Now, back to the video.
So let's go ahead and see how many C-Bucks that we actually have, because I kind of mixed them all up together. And these are from, I believe, April and May. I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's sort this out. Okay, so we have them pretty much sorted out right here. So we've got the C, the E, and the K. Just a little bit of a recap. The C is for my oldest, the one that I call clutch. The E is for electronics. I'm going to talk about this one because now there's been like a little bit of a change regarding that. And then the K is for KD, and that is my youngest. So if you ever see Chronicles of KD on IG, those are like the little stories that I post, or sometimes I'll just do like a post. That's what I'm talking about. That's the 5-year-old. Clutch is the 14-year-old. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the E and the K to the side. So we did make it to state. I made a post about that. Super proud of him. The state regionals was probably about 4 hours south of us in Texas. So we, you know, left out early and we got down there because we had to be there and check in by like 8 o'clock pretty much. So it was like we were up and out the house at like 4 o'clock in the morning. For him, he was like one of the first runners for the 100 meter because that's what he qualified for. And that was the first race of the day. So there was 24 participants for the prelim, which is the preliminaries to see if you qualify to actually run in the final race. And that's from all of Texas, all of the different regions. So there was 24 and they were only taking like the top 8. So it was nerve-wracking because we had to wait to find out if he made top 8. You know, it was first thing running. It was the first run of the day, so it's not like he's really had like a whole lot of time to like practice or do like a 4x1 or 4x200 or anything like that. It's kind of like he pretty much like had to do it. So when the race started, he actually jumped the gun and did a false start, kind of like got in his head. After that, it was just kind of like he qualified. I will say that he qualified. He got in the top 8. So the rest of the 9 through the 24, they weren't going to be running in the finals. So he did, but I think it just kind of like messed with him. But lesson learned. This is a good life lesson because, you know, he's never really like false started or anything before. And I think at that point he was nervous and he really understood like the magnitude. Like, man, I made it to state. Like, how many kids actually make it to state for whatever it is that they're in, you know. The final run didn't happen until like 1 o'clock. It was so humid where we were. I mean, it was like ridiculously humid. Where I live, it's more like dry heat, but down there it was like super humid. And I'm not really used to that anymore because I don't live in Atlanta where it's normally like really humid. But yeah, it was like super humid. Of the 8, We didn't get first, second, or third. We didn't bring home any hardware, but he is like the 6th fastest out of all private charter schools here in the state of Texas, which there are over 700 schools. So we're like super proud of him. We're exhausted by the time that the race was over, so we just ended up leaving at that time and coming back home. But, you know, we just made sure that we let him know how proud we were of him, and that, you know, like, dude, you did it. Like, this was your 3rd year doing track, you know what I'm saying? Like, and guys, honestly, like, we still feel like he's just really like raw, untapped talent, because if you knew how the practices were going, if you knew like the size of the track that they had to practice on, it's just one strip, it's just a 100-meter track that they would practice on. So a lot of the times, when, if you noticed or saw in my personal IG stories, there was like a full track. Well, that would be like a track that we would go practice on Saturdays, or, you know, we would take him to that track in the evenings and work out, you know, with him, and like, you know, not having like the proper weight room and like the different coaches for conditioning, strengthening, nutrition, and all that stuff. And I was like, dude, you made it to state. Come on, you know what I'm saying? Putting in that effort, putting in that grind, putting in that work, that consistency. There's no telling where you can go. We are transferring him to a different school. It has more resources, more opportunity for him for high school, and it's a public school, so it's not the little bubble that we're normally used to. So, you know, the competition is higher, you know what I'm saying? The stakes are higher, the requirements are higher, but you know what? I'm like, cream rises to the top. So that's that. All right, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so now we have 10, and this is for, I'm saving up for a share of Microsoft for him. All right, next we have eBucks, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that we're going to add in here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so now we have 18. Now, the deal with the electronics is that I received a wonderful gift that I was not expecting. Y'all see this? You guys see this? Okay, yeah. iPad mini, okay, and I would fire it up, but I have my youngest personal picture and some other stuff on here. But yes, I received this, a wonderful individual. I did buy this case right here because I love the marble look of it, and I did buy the pencil right here. See this as a gift, said that they noticed how much I've been trying, putting in the effort, and just working and doing different things, and they wanted to show their appreciation. So, you know, it's good to be recognized, it's good to be noticed. I was saving up with the eBooks so that I can go ahead and get a new MacBook Air, which I pretty much decided on. So now I'm like, now that I have this iPad mini, do I need to really be saving up for the MacBook Air right now? Like, I don't know. I think I'm just going to continue to save because, you know, obviously eventually I'll want to get some, you know, maybe some accessories or, you know, something else. You know, this could be for any type of equipment, my YouTube channel, or just in general. So I'm just going to continue to save up. But yeah, this was a very, very thoughtful, sweet gift. Like, I was totally surprised. Like, I had no idea. I did have an iPad before, but it was a 2nd generation, and you can imagine that's pretty old. Don't need a new cell phone anymore because I did receive an iPhone as a birthday gift. Really blessed, truly blessed. And K-Bucks is for Katie. We're always doing some type of stories. Definitely go check out my IG and see the latest post that I posted regarding him and I and our conversations that we have. I mean, we're always going tick for tack, going back and forth. So I have lots of K-Bucks here, lots and lots of K-Bucks. So we're going to see how many that I have, how many that we're adding here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let me see how many that we have in here because we already had quite a bit anyway. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 16, 17, 30, 34. I'm saving up these K-Books for him you know, we're always, not always, I shouldn't say always, let me back that up. We're not always at McDonald's, but I was like, you know what? He likes McDonald's, so we're going to end up, or I'm going to end up buying him a share of McDonald's. Now we're going to move on to the cosmetic surgery. So if you watched my last video, then you know exactly what I was talking about regarding this cosmetic surgery. It's not for BBL or anything like that. It's something else that I'm looking at getting done. And I have some leftover money here from, well, not leftover, I put $7.99 in the bank, and then I took out $100 because I was like, well, there's a couple things that I need. So originally the $100 was supposed to be $50 for surgery, $40 for cell phone, and then $10 I was like, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to be doing with it, so I'm kind of revamping a little bit. And then also there was some leftover money from like groceries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put $50 here for cosmetic surgery. I think the surgery is going to cost about $7,000. That may be on the high side, but you know, inflation, and once I talk to and find a good surgeon that I feel comfortable with, board certified, that it's a good track record, good referrals, I'm not seeing a bunch of bad reviews or anything like that, then I'll feel comfortable putting my money, you know, towards this particular effort. I may or may not get the surgery done. I don't know. Okay, but in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and save up for it and make sure that I do my due diligence as far as researching and seeing exactly what all the risks are, you know, the procedure itself, recovery, all of that stuff. This 50, we got 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 6, 7, 58, 59, 60, 70, 75. So now we have $75 in here. That is the story time for today. I was trying not to make it too long, but you know how that goes. Anyway, I'll figure out what to do with this additional money. It probably will go towards saving challenges. I need to do an updated video for that, as well as the travel video, and let you guys know how that's going, because the trip is coming up next month, coming up pretty soon here. If you happen to enjoy this video and this little story time with me, definitely go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you enjoyed it. Definitely leave me a comment down below. Let me know what's going on with you, and I really appreciate you guys being here. Until the next video, Bacon Big Squad, bye.